Okay, let's talk about something huge. Imagine a single company deciding to invest so much money that it could literally change the entire technological future of a country. Well, that's pretty much what's happening in India right now. With a plan so ambitious, it's designed to rocket the nation to the front of the global AI race.
So, how do you even do that? I mean, it's the big question for every country in the world right now. And for India, the answer seems to be, well, a massive, massive injection of private cash on a scale that's honestly a little hard to wrap your head around.
Yup, $100 billion. That's the number. India's Adani Group is planning to pour that much in over the next 10 years. And we're not just talking about some cool new software. No, this is about building the fundamental heavy-duty infrastructure, the digital highways, the power plants, for an India completely driven by AI. Now, this is way more than just a corporate strategy. You have to see it as a statement of national ambition. The goal here is to completely change India's role in the tech world. It's about moving from being a country that just uses AI to one that actually creates it, builds it, and exports it. And the timing of this announcement was no accident, not at all. They dropped this news during India's AI Impact Summit, with all the biggest names in tech sitting right there. We're talking people like Sam Altman from OpenAI and Sundar Pichai from Alphabet. So yeah, this was a message sent to the entire world, loud and clear.
Okay, so let's get into it. What does $100 billion actually get you in the world of artificial intelligence? Well, it turns out it buys you the foundation for an entire ecosystem.
So think of Adani's investment as the first big domino. The plan is for their $100 billion to kickstart another $150 billion in spending from all the related industries. We're talking everything from making servers to creating what's called a sovereign cloud, which is a fancy way of saying cloud infrastructure that keeps a nation's data safe within its own borders. You put it all together, and you're looking at a potential $250 billion AI ecosystem right there in India. And really, this quote from the chairman, Gautam Adani, just nails it. It really gets to the core of what this is all about. It's a declaration saying India's done just being a customer. The ambition is so much bigger, to be a creator, a builder, and an exporter of intelligence itself.
So the ambition is huge, but how do you actually turn $100 billion into the world's largest data center platform? Ambition's one thing, but making it happen? That takes a real plan and some very powerful friends.
The whole project is going to be spearheaded by this one company, Adani Connects. It's basically a team-up, a joint venture that combines Adani's local know-how and infrastructure muscle in India with the global data center expertise of its partner, EdgeConneX.
Right, and like I said, you can't build something this massive by yourself. Adani is putting together a whole network of key players. Besides EdgeConneX for the data center side of things, they've got a strategic partnership with a giant like Google, and they're apparently talking with other major companies too. This is all about bringing in the best global minds to make a local vision a reality. So the plan is to just massively scale up their data center capacity. And to give you a sense of what we're talking about, a single gigawatt is enough energy to power a small city. They're starting from a 2 gigawatt platform and are aiming for 5. And here's what's really crucial. They're committed to powering this entire, incredibly energy-hungry operation with renewable sources. That's a huge deal.
But a project of this size is never that simple, right? It's never without its challenges. And for the Adani Group, there is a pretty significant storm cloud gathering on the horizon, one that has absolutely nothing to do with technology and everything to do with legal trouble. So that raises a critical question. Is the path ahead for Adani Group completely clear? As it turns out, there are some pretty big obstacles that could seriously impact this $100 billion dream.
Okay, so here's the heart of the issue. The company's chairman, Gautam Adani, is right in the middle of a U.S. investigation. American authorities want to question him about a federal indictment for a massive bribery and fraud scheme. But, and this is a big but, there's a diplomatic wrinkle. India's government has, so far, refused to deliver the U.S. summons.
And this whole situation has created a real roller coaster for the company's stock price. On one side, you have this incredibly exciting AI investment news, and that gives the stock a nice boost. But on the other side, you have the uncertainty of this legal investigation hanging over everything, and that's led to some serious volatility and some sharp drops in their share prices. So that leaves us with this final, really provocative question. Is Adani on the verge of building a true AI titan that's going to reshape India's future? Or will these very significant legal troubles facing its leadership end up overshadowing and maybe even undermining this historic ambition? That, I guess, is the real $100 billion question.